You're still tuned in to News and Views with myself, Salalo Makwidiri. We're now going to cross over live to Cape Town, where a legal showdown is currently unfolding between prominent retail chain Cape Union Mart and pro-Palestinian activists. The company and its owner, Philip Kravitz, have taken protesters to the Western Cape High Court in a bid to silence weekly boycott demonstrations targeting their alleged links to the Israeli regime. But activists backed by the Palestine Solidarity Campaign say this is an attack on South Africa's hard-won constitutional freedoms, especially freedom of expression and freedom of protest. And joining us now live is Nuruniesa Isaacs. She's a journalist with Radio 786 out in Cape Town, and she's going to help us unpack what's really happening on the ground and to give us the latest outside the Western Cape High Court. Nuruniesa, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Salam Media. Really appreciate you giving us your time. I think we can start with the scenes outside the court today. What's the mood and presence like among activists and supporters of Palestine?
Assalamu alaikum to the viewers of Salam Media. So at the moment, activists have braced Cape Town's cold to come in solidarity with the cause of Palestine. And right now we are seeing a little bit of tension. We are seeing a lot of anger, a lot of frustration coming from the activists. As you can in the background, if I get too close, you may not be able to hear me, but I'm assuming that you can hear the emotion coming from the activists right there. And they have made the message clear to the founder and CEO of Cape Union Mart, Philip Kravitz, is that they will not be censored. And this is why they are outside the Western Cape High Court this morning.
What exactly are Cape Union Mart asking the court to do in their application?
So essentially, Radio 786, we have been made aware of court papers that listed the names of 5 activists. And essentially what Cape Union Mart is wanting to do is asking the Western Cape High Court to prohibit these 5 said activists from protesting outside of the waterfront branch as well as the other branches in Cape Town. So for the listeners of Johannesburg, what has been happening in Cape Town since the 7th of October religiously is that every Saturday, Palestinian activists will hold peaceful pickets outside Cape Union Mart branches, predominantly the one in the waterfront as well as at Canal Walk and others, to encourage shoppers and retailers to boycott Cape Union Mart because they are complicit in a genocide. As we know, Philip Kravitz has openly stated that he supports the Israeli occupation, and what Cape Union Mart's management and Philip Kravitz is wanting to do is essentially say, we do not want you outside our stores, you are harassing our customers, and you have caused reputational damage to the brand.
And in the court documents that you are quoting, the applicants seem to admit that the protests are indeed damaging their brand. Would you say this is being seen as a kind of victory by activists when they head out in the weekend to the Cape Union Mart stores?
I would say so, because we need to be real about it. There is a cohort of activists that believe that boycotts don't work. And what we have been seeing since the 7th of October, even before the 7th of October, is that activists have been calling for boycotts. And now we are finally starting to see the shoe is getting tight. And the ones that have sort of walked away scot-free or not feeling the pinch or not feeling the burden are now realizing that people are actually listening to the activists that are saying, we need to boycott this brand because they are complicit in genocide. What it has catalyzed is that we have more conscious consumers now. So more South African consumers are finding alternatives to what they would have gone to Cape Union Mart for. And of course, this is damaging the brand. They're losing business, they're losing money. But at the end of the day, the message is being delivered, and it's being delivered loud and clear.
Is there any indication just yet on how the court might rule, or what kind of precedent this case could set for other solidarity actions in the country?
I think it's too premature to tell at this point in time. Activists are actually readying themselves to go in. Hopefully you can see in the background, they are readying themselves to go into the court at the moment. And then we'll find out in an hour or two what exactly the verdict is. And then maybe we can do an update to get a follow-up on that. But I think activists are feeling confident. I feel like they have a solid case behind them. But again, it's too premature to tell.
Is it possible to talk to some of the activists? Are they close by?
Well, I'm gonna have to walk a little bit of a distance to the back, but hopefully, I can see if I can get one. So we do have one of them, Professor Yusuf Chikte. He is the coordinator of the Palestine Solidarity Campaign. He's currently addressing the crowd of demonstrators. If I'm unable to pass the phone to him, what I can do is flip the camera so that we can get a live stream of what exactly he is discussing or addressing the protesters.
That that will also work. All
Okay.
right, we're still getting you those scenes outside the Western Cape High Court. We're talking to Nuruniesa Isaacs. She's with Radio 786, and yeah, there's a
From the river to the sea.
from the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. Philip Kravitz and his team is trying to squash that what we've been fighting for many years. We have a constitution, freedom of expression, freedom of speech, and freedom to protest. And Philip Kravitz wants people to believe now, after he has already noted his support for Israel, for his support of Operation Edge in 2014, for the awards that he's won, he's now trying to say, oh, I'm not supporting genocide, and you're wrong to say I'm supporting genocide, and I'm complicit in genocide, etc. We have not forgotten your atrocities and your contribution to the atrocities against the people of Gaza. And I hope nobody's wearing a K-Way jacket today, because then you'll be supporting the ethnic cleansing and the genocide being committed in Gaza. We have the right to freedom of speech and expression. And we are standing here representing not just ourselves as respondent number 6, but every single South African who supports Palestine and who cannot be here today. Philip Kravitz, throw this man out of court. It's not worthy of our courts. Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
So there you have it. That was Al Jamaat's advocate Shamima Dali Sali. She was addressing the demonstrators just moments before they are about to head into court. And I think the message was crystal clear that they believe that they have a solid case and they want Kravitz to throw the case out. But we're about to head into court now to see what the next steps will be.
I just saw Professor Yusuf Chikte there. Is he also going to be addressing, or he already has made his address to the people?
Yeah, so he's currently addressing the demonstrators at the moment to just give them a breakdown of what the etiquette is when they do head into court. I'm unable to get to him at the moment because it is a bit crowded. But at the moment, South African Jews for a Free Palestine's Jamie Rosengarten, he is a student as well. He's also addressing the crowd at the moment, just going through the do's and don'ts again before they head into court. And then hopefully we can do another link up later to get an update.
No, most definitely. I think we can leave it here for now. Nuruniesa, thank you so much for giving us the time, and we'll definitely be getting the update after the court proceedings. There was Nuruniesa Isaacs from Radio 786 giving us the latest on, I think, a very, very important court case to follow out in the Western Cape High Court, where Cape Union Mart has essentially taken pro-Palestine activists to court. The company and its owner, Philip Kravitz, have taken protesters to the Western High Court, as I mentioned, in a bid to silence those weekly boycott demonstrations targeting their alleged links to the Israeli regime. So this is a story we'll be following quite closely, and I'm pretty sure we'll be catching up with Nuruniesa Isaacs from Radio 786 just to give us the latest from the court proceedings later today. Otherwise, we're going to leave it here for now. Stay tuned to Salam Media for more updates.